Hello, my name is Second, and we are playing FTB Skies. And first thing I want to do today is take these out of here, and then get a hold of some of this nether quartz, because I need to make some comparators. We have some drawers from functional storage around, but we don't have the brains of it, the storage controller. And this takes quartz in the form of both a comparator and apparently some quartz blocks. Also, we're gonna want 2 of these because we have some storage drawers here in our little box, and we have some over where the tree farm is. So let's see. It doesn't have to be the special Botania quartz, I don't think. Think we can just use regular quartz? Yes. Alright. 2 storage controllers. We're going to pop one down right here. And that was a quest, apparently. We have a couple quest rewards to cash in. We might as well deal with that right now. Let's see. So the linking tool gave us a linking tool. Wonderful. We need one of those. Oh, we got rockets. We could actually fly around if we wanted to. Now what the linking tool does, if I can remember how to use it. Okay, controller configured to the tool. We want to link this to it. And this, and you can see the images as we're linking. And we'll link this one up too. It doesn't have to be touching these. The controller could be like over here, for instance, and still be linked to the drawers, which is really nice. Do we have... Okay, we've got the top ones. So let's go ahead. What we should be able to do now is smelt up a bunch of ore. Okay, so we got a little bit of zinc. What we can do now is, instead of having to interact with the specific drawers, we can just place things in through the storage controller, and it'll go into its proper drawer, assuming there is one. Now, you can also pipe into these things, and that's what I've got going over here. Just got some item pipes pulling out of these drawers. You can see with these barrels, you can see it counting down. And heading into this storage controller, which is linked to these drawers over here. I wonder... Now, we do have easy villagers in the pack. I wonder if we have any other, like, villager tools, anything we could use to convert a wandering trader into a regular villager. Anyway, next thing I want to get into, now that we've got a little bit of automated sorting, is Botania. Now we're going to start with some vanilla flowers so we can get a hold of some dye. Now I do want to take a quick look at the quest line before we go too far. Okay. So it looks like the first thing it wants us to do is get mystical flowers. We're going to be doing that with one of the rewards we get for doing it. We want this floral fertilizer. So let's say we'll go 4 there. What I need is dye here. So this ought to do the trick. We'll get a bunch of magenta, some red, light gray. It doesn't matter what color. That's already dye. There we go. And you just need 4 dye and a bone meal, and you get this floral fertilizer stuff. It acts like bone meal, except instead of grass and vanilla flowers and stuff, you get mystical flowers from Botania, which are the basic thing that you need to get started in the mod. There's 16 of them in total, one for each vanilla color. And each floral fertilizer will give you 4 of them. Looks like we got one of each except black. So we'll just go ahead and what is the floral obedience stick? I can't remember. We'll just go ahead and hopefully get some black this time around. We got a black one. I'm putting one of each over here in expectation that we will be able to have access to a whirly sprig one of these days. We're also going to start crafting the petals so that we can have a line of them along here. If you plant the petal just by right-clicking, you can grow it into a 2-high, and then I think you can just break these now. Yeah, you don't need shears to get petals. You can actually get the tall mystical flowers. So, but you can each one of these you can get 4 petals from. So that's a 3-petal gain for 1 bone meal. It's not bad. Another one of these loop bees was flying around. That does some pretty good stuff. The integral components I'm certainly not complaining about. Starbuncle wheel. That's pretty cool. We could turn starbuncles into little hamsters, make them generate rotational force for us. Next thing we're gonna want is a petal apothecary. Recipe's changed a little bit from previous versions, or at least in this pack. It's not 5 cobblestone, it is 6 cobblestone and 0 cobblestone slabs. You can use any color of petal, doesn't matter. We're going to put it right over here by the water, because we're going to need water to use this thing. The petal apothecary is something that you use to make flowers. And each flower takes you a bucket of water. It also takes a seed. And I don't know if that's directly stated in the recipe. I'm not sure. But let's get all of this stuff. In place of petals, you can always use the mushrooms. And we don't get a lot of the mushrooms up here, but what you do is you just cue the things in here, and it's a really good mechanic. The thing sucks them right up, and then you just throw some seeds in, and you get your flower. In this case, 4 white mushrooms or white petals or what have you, and a seed will give you pure daisy. Now this is a transmutation mechanic. Can do a number of things, but the main thing that it does that we care about is transmutes logs into living wood and stone into living rock. It takes about a minute, and you see these particle effects. You got to put it right next to the thing, and transforms in this very satisfying fashion with those cool noises. We're gonna need a bunch of this stuff. Now the very first thing we're going to want to do with this stuff is make some twigs. And nope, okay. Let's see if this has changed. What we want is a wand of the forest. This thing right here. So the living, okay, so it's no longer a shapeless. We'll need 3 of them, which is 6 blocks of wood, and any 2 petals. They can be the same color or not. And there's another loot bee. There's our wand of the forest. Now where's the bee? Oh, it's right up here. I don't have another lead or any slime. We should probably be able to get some soon. But we can just kind of keep these guys close with a flower and wait till they drop whatever they're going to drop. Okay, let's see. We got a force gem. Okay, I still don't know anything about force craft. We got another starbunker wheel. Chicken eggs. Diamond. That's not bad. Is that it? That's probably it. You make the living rock exactly the same way you make the living wood. And when it's done, it looks like this. It's very nice. Now the power of the Botania mod is called mana. And we are going to want to make a flower that will create it for us. So we're going to start off with some endoflames. These, what these do is anything burnable, they will go ahead and turn into mana. And it's 2 brown petals, a red petal, a light gray petal, and then a seed. And there you go. And what you can do is put some water back in, right-click with an empty hand, it'll put the petals in for you, or whatever, and then you just have to put the seeds in. So it'll save you some inventory clicking around. It's quite nice. Now, the way endoflames work is they pick stuff up off the floor and put it into their inventory. So what we're going to want to do is have a way to have stuff on the ground for the endoflames to pick up without it despawning. So this is a modified version of something I think it was originally Direwolf 20 I saw do. This is just about the simplest switch that you're going to come up with. If there's something on the pressure plate, we're going to have a redstone signal right up here. And what we're going to want is 2 things. We're going to want a hopper, and we're also going to want something called an open crate. Now, open crate is a block that Botania adds that works kind of like a dropper, except it doesn't need a redstone signal, and it drops straight down. You make it out of living wood planks, just like so. And we're going to stick it right here. Once we got that, we're going to put a hopper on top. We could put another inventory on top of the hopper if we wanted to. Now, what this thing will do, it'll just keep 1 piece of charcoal on the pressure plate. Now, the next thing we're going to want is a mana spreader. And assuming the recipe isn't all funky. Nope. It's just some living wood, gold ingot, and any of the petals. Now we don't want to put it right up against the pressure plate because just about every block in Botania has works with redstone. So if this gets a redstone signal, it'll turn off, and that's not what we want it to do. We're going to put some endoflames down. And you can see the charcoal disappear. That's because one of these things picked it up. And if we take our wand to the forest, we can see the endoflames automatically connected to the mana spreader. The mana spreader is now full of mana, and the endoflames are gonna start getting full of mana. So we're gonna need somewhere to put all this stuff. What that is going to be is 5 living rock to make a mana pool. If mana is the energy of the mod, this thing is the battery. And our wand of the forest, already in bind mode, we're going to shift right click the mana spreader, shift right click the mana pool. We can now see this has changed position, and it's sending bursts of mana into the pool. I'll get into why we have this up 1 later. Now while we're building some of that up, I want to get ready for, where was it? Did I take it all out? I thought we had found some archwood saplings. It's these that we're interested in. Now we can get them from sifting. Okay, we'll need mana steel or amethyst to get them. That's fine. We'll have some mana steel in a moment. The mana steel is the point of the exercise. What we're doing with Botania. We're gonna just grab 3 iron ingots. Now, one of the things that mana can do, in addition to power other things in the mod, is it can transform on its own, just like the Pure Daisy. Iron will get us Mana Steel. And Mana Steel will get us Mana Steel Meshes. And those are the next step up from the andesite alloy meshes that we have. So we're just going to make 3 of those immediately. Very nice. We'll save 1 Mana Steel. Now we can go up to Amethyst Mesh. What I don't know is if we'll get Amethyst back in return. And it doesn't look like it. Well, we could get it from piglins. So maybe what we should do is 1. We have a little bit of amethyst, right? Sure we do. So we'll do 1 amethyst mesh and see how we do with that. And then we'll have the other 2 be the mana steel meshes. We'll use those for our kind of standard. And we'll just change them out here. The other mana steel. There's the amethyst. Let's grab some gravel, some sand and such, see how we do. One of the things that we're gonna want to run through our new screens, especially through the amethyst screen, is some crushed up netherrack. But let's see if this is. I don't see anything new here yet. Here we of course have a mesh. Seagrass might be new. Oh, haha, we do have slime. That's good to know, because we will want to catch another one of those bees at some point. Okay, so we're getting fluorite now. We're getting uranium, and we're getting geodes from Tetra. That's cool. Now, if you watch these things, you can see we're getting from the gravel. We're getting 1 to, I think I've seen as many as 3 at once. Yeah, there's 3 items we got that time. Let's see. Yeah, there's another 3. They should start the netherrack soon. That's going to be exciting. Here we go. Force gems. Oh, whoops. That's not what I was trying to do. Let's see. Looks like we got nothing that time. Come on, baby. Little warp Nylium spore. Well, we'll see what we get. And I did complete some more quests, so we might as well cash. Ooh, all kinds of fancy. Okay. Alright. We got budding amethyst. Now we could convert bees to amethyst bees with this, but I don't know if that's really what we want. We do want to put this down somewhere. But I don't think we can harvest it once we do, so kind of have to think about where we're going to put it. I want access to all its sides. You know, I think we might just put it back here. There isn't much else going on over here, and I think it would be a fine spot for it. And that should allow, okay, so that was a quest completed. That should allow us to harvest the buds from this thing from all sides. We also got some floating flowers. That's interesting. We got a black lotus, which is just mana. These are speed tiers. We got another compacting drawer. Just throw this in here. Now, one thing I'd actually like to use the compacting drawers for, if they will work, are these chunks. Nah, Nah, they don't work. That's okay. I mean, they work. You know, you can totally like make the top out of them. It's just they're not compatible with the drawers for some reason. Now the Manaseer monocle that we got, that goes in a charm slot, which I want to say are... Oh, we've got all kinds of spaces to wear things, don't we? Okay, cool. This is an item from Botania. Let's see, something is wriggling out of the... Oh, hello! Okay, that was a possessed endermite from occultism. That netted us an end stone, which we could crush up. I wonder if it's going to keep doing that. We're going to need crushed end stone for occultism. I don't know that I needed to get startled by a possessed endermite just then. Aha! Very fancy. We've got inert crystals from elemental craft. Good supply of force gems. Whatever, Oh, we can make force ingots. Okay. Oh, there's a guide. Wonderful. We'll look at the guide at some point, but we'll take the netherite and the blazing archwood for now. We're gonna stick the blazing archwood right up here in the tree farm. Right up along that one side. And let's go ahead and make some room for it. Now you can see where some of the oak trees have already grown. The planters planted the blazing archwood, so we'll have both going, which is good. Oh, one grew up there. I wasn't sure they would. Awesome. Okay, we got a little bit of archwood. Now we should probably take a look at the quest chapters here. This is a check mark, so we definitely want to do that because that unlocks the other ones. Okay, okay. I don't know if it's worth throwing those up there. Let's do it just for fun. There we go. Okay, good. Next thing on the menu is the next thing I want to make. It's an imbuement chamber. Now you just get archwood from the different kinds, so kind of just making some to get the logs. Sometimes you do use the different logs for different stuff. Blazing is the most important though, and we'll get into why. We just need a little bit of gold. And we'll go like so. Something is wriggling out of the amethyst. Okay. Probably got another one of those little guys. Yeah, there. Oh, there's an amethyst bud, though. Maybe when it gets covered with buds, we'll stop getting those little things. So we've got diamond upgrades. I want to test this. Can we go right to diamond? Yes, we can. Okay, that's cool. We'll just do this here. I'm not really sure where I want to put this. I know I want the main Ars Nouveau stuff to be between those two farms. We're just going to stick this here for now. And we're going to put a pipe below it and a pipe on top. And we're going to get a couple of drawers. Now I'm using drawers because I think we're going to want these restricted to a single item. First we'll test it and see if that's true. If I toss a lapis in here, yeah, it's just going to get sucked out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one lapis in here. Actually, we could fill the top up, no problem. This is very slowly going to make us source gems. And once we have some source in a jar, we'll be able to speed this process up. We'll probably move this over here. While that's processing, I want 1 wool. I want to dye it red. And I think we can do this with yeah, okay, good. We don't need the mortar and pestle anymore to make the dye from the Botania petals. So the red wool, some planks, and some logs will get you market from farming for blockheads. I'm amazed that wasn't a quest. We're going to put it down right here. We're going to stand well back. There he is. This guy will sell us a couple of things we've been missing, like rice. He's got the vanilla saplings. We can get, we could get onions from him. We don't have onions yet. We can get wild potatoes, wild carrots. Awesome. Now we're definitely gonna start with the vanilla saplings. Here we go. We're going to take a spruce, take a birch, and a jungle, and an acacia. Meanwhile, we've gotten our first source gem. But we're going to put it in there, and now we're going to set this to extract. It won't take the lapis out because there's no place for the lapis to go. Oh, good. Oh my, we got 2 that time. Fancy. That's gonna get kind of annoying. I hope that doesn't last forever. Ow. Now I'd like to get some more drawers ready, but I don't want them to get filled up with just like anything that's in the system. So I think there's some kind of a locking tool. Let's see. Is it like a pusher upgrade, puller upgrade? We've got the configuration tool. Maybe the config tool does it. Maybe it's not strictly speaking a linking tool. That's a configuration card. Here we go. So let's see. Multiple, single, multi. Now I don't think that's what we're looking for. Oh wait, there's 2 of these. We need a configuration tool. Okay, I think we have everything. Yeah. And it's already in locking mode, so we're gonna use this immediately. Right click on a drawer, it'll lock it. That means if we take all of a thing out, like let's say we take all the diamonds out, that drawer will still be set to diamonds. We can also, I think, do it from the controller. Yes. Now, even though some of these are empty, if we were to try to pump into here, nothing would go into the locked ones. And that is exactly what we want over here. In fact, there we go. We'll just do this like this for now. That'll lock all of those up. Except we're gonna empty this. There, nope. Unlock. Alright, hang on. Now, one thing I would like to know about this thing is if I put it in my offhand, will the drawer I put down be locked automatically? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Well, we can deal with that. We're going to add some more drawers out here. Whoops. Lock them up. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, because these aren't connected to the network yet. Right. Now this linking tool is still set to this controller. So now we can connect them to the network. Very nice. So I went up there and bone mealed a jungle sapling for us. We're going to put another one right back in here. And pick a spot for jungle saplings. We're starting to accumulate a good amount of our source gems. Is that what they are now? Source gems. And the first thing I want to do with them is make some source stone And I want to make, is this no longer how you make the pedestals? Let's see. There's a source link, source jar. We're gonna need one of those soon enough. Where are the pedestals? Let's just look up pedestal. How about that? Arcane pedestal. Okay, so these are different. Just need one right now. We'll grab. Darn it. I should have locked it. There we go. Okay, we need more gold nuggets. I thought I grabbed 4. Clearly I did not. Well, we'll be using these quite a bit. We just need 1 for now. The other thing we want, we're going to want another bucket, I think. The other thing we want is a volcanic source link. This is going to, okay, so we just need the 1 bucket. 2 gold. And let's get some lava from our janky little setup out here that nonetheless is actually working pretty well. So the volcanic source link is sort of like the flowers that we made before, the endoflame, except it produces source from burnable things. We're going to put a pedestal right next to it. And we're going to put an item pipe here, and we're going to get another storage drawer. Put it down right like so. Set it to extract. The main functional difference, besides them being for different mods and for different things, between the volcanic accumulator and the endoflame is that that thing just kind of burns stuff. But you don't get better yields, it would seem, from like the ticks that it would normally burn for. But archwood is always better, and blazing archwood is best of all. Now we're going to need to make ourselves a source jar, so the source will have some place to be. Here we are. Okay, so some archwood slabs and some glass. Okay, there we are. 1 source jar. Couple of quests completed there, that's cool. Now we put this down here, and the source link will start sending the source that it's accumulated into the jar. Now you can just throw things on the ground, just like the endoflame, but this pedestal setup, like as long as the pedestal is right next to the source link, it'll always have exactly 1 on the pedestal, not in the world, and it will feed exactly 1 into the source link as needed. Well, we've completed a whole bunch of quests. We ought to... Oh my. Okay, we got all kinds of stuff, including some more source gems, which I'm certainly not complaining about. We got a relay. We got a statue from Elemental Craft. We'll certainly have to get into that at some point. Let's see if we can kind of clear ourselves out here. We don't even have a spell book for the... Oh, more budding amethyst. Good. Okay, that's a cool sword. This, I think... Well, it's a mob drop. I don't know if it's the mob drop we're necessarily looking for. Oh, Tablet of Awakening, all kinds of things. Now, you can have more than 1 jar out here, as long as they're in a certain range. I think it might be 4 blocks. You can go ahead and fill them up. And I think that's going to have to about do it for this time, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.